Well, congratulations. What
Thank
an
you.
awesome event and honor. How are you feeling?
I feel good. My wife was actually the one that explained to me what this award is. I mean, my manager kind of laid it out for me, Howie, and when I found out that it was inspired by Merle Haggard, Merle did more for my music than I ever got to tell him. I played 3 shows with Merle while he was alive, and he signed one of my guitars, and it's kind of hidden and locked away. But his poetry, his storytelling, his ability to make a song like even like Stay Here and Drink, something that really made a lot more sense than a lot of the stuff that we hear on the radio today. Merle had a way of making music real to everybody in the room. And, everything that revolves around this, it's awesome. But to just be tied to Merle Haggard's name is something that I can say I've done in my career, and it's a huge milestone for me.
That's very cool. What was it like seeing your buddy Luke up there performing in your honor?
I was kind of curious. I was kind of curious who was going to do it, and I seen him walk out on stage, and I went, "Hey, buddy!" But then I really did. I kind of thought, I know every night, at the end of the night, I'm like, God, I still have to sing Till You Can't. I was telling him when we got on stage that
so the big note
that.
at the end, that is a real situation for a singer. And I was telling Cody and Russell and Carly Pierce backstage, I never even went for it at the house. Like, I didn't want the dogs to start howling, like the train horn was blowing or, in the distance. And then up there in the moment, I was just like, I'm going to try it, whatever. And here we go. I think and even the first time I heard that song and when he hit that note on obviously the recording, I mean, it's an impressive thing that he did. And I'm proud to say that it was not as impressive as his version.
No,
but
you did it.
But you got to go for it. I mean, that's what's fun about show business, just getting up there and being like, sometimes you got to throw the 80-yard.
I will say that whenever I recorded, I just told Luke this off stage. When I recorded it that day, I just felt it. And like he said, I went for it. And Trent and Jack and everybody in the studio just exploded. This is a big, huge, oh my gosh, that was money. And I thought, yeah. And then later on that evening, I thought, God, I got to sing that for the rest of my life
forever,
now.
yeah.
By the time I'm old, it's going to be 5 steps down.
Yeah, right.
Did you get to choose the song you were going to perform?
Yes, certainly. And I just, when my manager, Kerry, called me and said which one to do, and that was just the one that I was like, yeah, let's try that. But I did, even when I said, it's almost like when you agree to do the national anthem.
Yeah.
You got to do "For Land of the Free." And I was like, okay, I just picked "Till You Can't," but I got to maybe attempt. So anyway, I did I didn't leave any.
I admire it. I admire the audacity, man.
I did all the swinging. I did all the swinging I could. So.
That's funny. What does your friendship mean to you guys?
Well,
I was going to say, you go first or me?
Well, I think what our friendship means is what country music's all about. We didn't grow up in the same avenues of from a Texas, Georgia guy. We didn't grow, but as I go into these stages of my career and as he blossoms into, the generation of superstars. I mean, I think the fact that he and I have just kind of gotten to know each other. I think the first time we met, he had come out to American Idol and done some stuff out there. And then we swapped numbers, and next thing you know, we're goofing it up on the golf course. And I think country music is about everybody understanding their differences, their backgrounds, but we're all in it for the beauty of the genre and the differences of it, because we're all. I mean, I think as as country music's even spreading, the umbrella of it is getting bigger and bigger, but I think that the camaraderie and the love, it has to still come down to we're trying to make it in country music.
I literally just had this conversation this morning. I was broke down on the side of the road outside of Memphis trying to get here. Oh, no. I just had this conversation with Miranda Lambert, and, we were having this whole discussion about how important it is because I feel like, you're the class before me, Miranda's the class before me, and how we all have this camaraderie, and it's important for younger artists to know that, hey, we are one big family. I don't care how different your music is or different, like your upbringing. that's very important for us to be a family and have a support system of artists that you can pick up the phone in the middle of the night and call and say, man, I'm really going through something, or do you have any advice on this, or what was it like when you got called the first time to do this? And if that support system and that camaraderie goes away, I think we're going to lose a little bit of a piece of country music that's very, very important.
Well, two things I admire about both of you is that you're authentic and you give back. You appreciate it. You're the real deal, both of you. You love your fans. I was really surprised when somebody threw something at you at your concert. I was like, I got protective of you, and I was like, oh, but you handled that really well. Can we just ban all of the throwing and all?
I don't know if it'll ever stop.
It won't stop.
Even like, think about this. I mean, that became a story that really, in my opinion, wasn't necessarily a story. When I walked off stage that night, first of all, we're in North Dakota State, the North Dakota State Fair. We're up in North Dakota because I want to go to North Dakota and play for North Dakota people. And you don't want the most simplest thing to overshine the fact that it was an amazing night of music. I mean, when I was on stage, anyway, and Cody.
How many times have you ever been hit with something on stage in your
all
career?
the time.
You can't count it.
And even last weekend, as I'm walking out, there's girls and guys that have a boot, and I'm like, all right, chunk it here. Well, and they're throwing them. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can ever chase all that down. But
I love beach balls because they don't hurt.
Yeah.
right, beach balls and beach balls and fireballs.
Yeah.
You're
Beach
hilarious.
balls and fireballs.
Now, he mentions golf. Do you guys golf a lot together?
We've
go
only
ahead.
ever actually golfed one time. I have hated golf my entire life, and I still do.
It grows.
I've
Yeah,
always
yeah.
said that if I had time to golf, I would team rope.
You're right.
And I got to a point to where I finally figured out that it's basically 3 or 4 hours of getting to tune the rest of the world out, and it's the most challenging thing in the world. And it's what sucks is my entire life I've been a pretty athletic person, baseball, football, bull riding, team roping, whatever it is. But that game of golf is so technical that it can make you very humbled or make you feel like a champion in the same game. And when I figured that out, I knew that he golfed, and myself and Randy Hauser, and I think Darius was there running around that day. We went out to Troubadour, and I figured out that he can play golf better than me in flip-flops.
Well, I couldn't, though. Back that's the thing about golf. When I was, 10, 12 years ago, I was not playing that good at all, and then my boys got into it. And then you start understanding, well, this is kind of fun to get out here and drink, first and foremost. And just
Priorities.
let's drink, but let's have fun with our buddies. And so when he called me and said, hey, come out here and meet us. And then he's like, this is my 8th round of golf. And he steps up there, and everything's really in line. And I'm like, 8 rounds, my ass. But, I think as you do this career and all the stresses and stuff, you got to have those little getaway with your buddies, and you got to work on the golf game. So I think by the time he's my age, he's going to be way ahead of me.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Well, he said I saw this TikTok. He says he's been beating everybody. I was like, well, that's interesting.
Well, it's getting
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Yeah, I gotta make some money out there.
I'm going to wrap you, but I want to say congratulations on your 32nd number
Thank you.
one. That's
Thank
very
you.
cool. It's very cool. So congratulations to both of you guys tonight.
Thank
Great
you very
night.
much.
And you mentioned American Idol. You've 7
Yeah,
seasons.
she's 8 hooks.
7 seasons. Are you coming back for 8?
She knows how to hook it.
Cody knows if I'm coming back or not, but
Cody.
he's not allowed to say.
Cody. Well, come here,
said
Cody. Let's have a talk.
Yeah, we'll talk off camera.
See how they try to get the
Get the
You
information.
tell me
out there.
things. You share things with me. You know I'm safe.
Carrie Underwood's out. Run that.
Are you think?
She said that's a wrap.
Publicist. I'm going for season
That's
8.
not true, Carrie. Carrie's actually Underwood's negotiating my deal right now.
So he's confirmed you're coming back,
No, look.
right?
You heard it here first.
That's right. Extra, extra.